Welcome to Coming In Hot. Thank you live from Airplay Beats for the intro music. We are recording live from Darling New Media Studios in Midtown Sac. Oh, I'm very excited about this next guest right here. You know, as everybody knows, Nash and Proper was the winner of Calling All Dreamers 2019. And for some reason, there's only one of the new contestants for this year that's reached out. And she's on the show. That's how easy it is, people. Pick up your goddamn phone, slide in those DMs, and then you get recognition. Listen, people, that's how you run a business. You ask, you pick people's brains. Now, if you don't know who the hell I'm talking about right now, we talking about Tanya from Grazey, Cheeseboards, and Charcuterie. What up, Tanya?
Hi. How are you? What's up?
Oh, just trying to tell these people how to pick people's brains when they're trying to start a business. But for some reason, that phone gets a little too heavy to pick up. They can look at IG all day, but they can't, pick up the phone and pick somebody's brains that's won a contest before, the contest that you're in.
Right. I don't know, something propelled me to call you. And I did not know that, I knew that you were a winner and you won, and I just wanted to get some advice.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get your opinion on what your experience was like. I'm doing this all by myself, and I'm scared. I get scared and I'm nervous and intimidated, and I don't know what I'm doing and which way to go. And so I reached out to you, and you were like, call me right now. I got 7 minutes to talk. And I'm like, this is crazy. I know you just came back from Bottle Rock and you're busy. And, we talked, and I really appreciate you, answering the phone and responding so quickly. And that was amazing. That was amazing.
Oh, no, you're all good. This is, you got to pay it forward. And, even, win, lose, or draw, I'm sure if somebody hits you up, the following year and like, hey, tell me your experience, all I hope is for you to do the same for that next person.
Absolutely.
So let's get into it. So Grazey. I know you've been doing like TV spots and stuff, but I want to get like to the bottom of why we're doing the Grazey. This doesn't have to be any kind of commercial or anything, but this started in the pandemic, and what were you doing to be like, okay, I'm going to start doing these cheese boards and this charcuterie board? But you do way more than that as well. But, let's just stick with the birth of Grazey.
Well, during the shutdown, I had a lot of downtime.
What's your background?
I've been cooking professionally since 2008. I graduated culinary school in 2008 and have been cooking ever since.
All right, what culinary school?
Le Cordon Bleu.
Which one?
This was, it started off as Kitchen Academy, and I was there from Kitchen Academy until it transitioned to Le Cordon Bleu over off of Del Paso Road.
Shout out North Natomas, my home.
Yeah. So I graduated in 2008. I started cooking in a kitchen at a wine lounge, El Wine Lounge, on 18th and L Street. And that was the best experience of my life. But then I've just kind of bounced around from restaurant to restaurant, just honing in my skills. And, to fast forward, I worked in a corporate kitchen for a major tech company. And we have the ability to be very creative. And when the pandemic happened, everything had shut down and I wasn't able to be creative anymore. I like to drink wine and cheese and all that little cute fancy stuff. And I was I started to make boards.
Mm-hmm.
And I made one for my friend on her birthday, and then I made a couple for some family members, and then I was like, let me see what I can do. You know, I started seeing other people doing, you know, these things on Instagram, and I'm like, I could probably do that a little bit better
Mm-hmm.
because of my experience and my palette. And you know, so I started making boards, and I made an IG page, and I'm being very honest with you. You know, and I started, you know, designing these boards, and people started liking them. So then I'm like, okay, well, let me try and make this legit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me start an LLC, and you know, I did all the background work and got rented a kitchen and all that kind of stuff. It was a lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless nights. I built my own website. It may not be perfect, but I did it by myself from scratch. And yeah, I've just been building and building and building. And you know, I have moments where I am like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? But then, you know, my people who follow me, and every time I do a new design, yeah, I get, you know, people enjoy it and they buy it and they like my product. And so why not?
You know, you're talking like you're an entrepreneur, you know, like that's the, you know, that's the thing, you know, people don't understand about, you know, being in a business, you know, like it is sleepless nights. It is, you know, staying up, working on like what that next step is. And, you know, something that, you know, I kind of just, you know, just being on the phone for like, you know, a couple minutes with you, like I know, you know, this Gone Grazey thing is gonna be something, you know, like you got your hand on, you know, a nice diamond there, because you're doing all the things that you're supposed to do. You're not, you know, looking around like, hey, you know, I need to bring this person in or I need to bring that person in. You're doing it yourself. And it's one thing for an entrepreneur to be like, you know, I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm going to keep doing it, you know, and then you kind of just find something, you know, like I had Cecil's Taste, and, you know, I was working, but, you know, like, where am I going to go with this? And then lo and behold, you know, I'm at UC Davis and nobody eats beef or pork, you know, out there. And I had to switch it up. And I was like, oh, I got to do this chicken sandwich now. And then saw my, you know, my take home go from X all the way up to Y, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and, you
Mm-hmm.
know, okay, let me switch gears again. And I'm still going to do the food truck thing, but let's base it around the chicken sandwich. So
Mm-hmm.
you're on that path of, you know, just figuring it out. Like with business, is all about trial and error. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's never gonna be perfect. It's always tweaking. It's always, okay, this isn't working. How about this? And then when you get to the end of that road, you know, you might be like, okay, I could go in this direction, or I gotta shut it all down and build it back up again. Cause that's what
Mm-hmm.
we had to do in the pandemic. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like you had to shut down. I take it you're still working at the tech company before the pandemic, and then they let your ass go. And then you had to figure out, you know, something else to do, you know? So you're looking at IG. Here's these cheese boards that look like crap. I could do something a little bit better. That's being a business owner. That's being an entrepreneur. How how do you feel that the contest is going for you? Because you're not still the semifinalist right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And so they are going to announce the finalists um, this Thursday.
Okay.
And so that's going to drop down from, you know, 11 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
11 semifinalists to 5 finalists.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So far, the whole competition just thus far it's been, it's just, it has opened my eyes in so many different areas that I didn't even know. Or, I mean, it's, the competition puts you in a position with these people, right? And it's up to you to use these resources,
Mm-hmm.
and these people are here for you. And I have been using my resources, and it's a lot of information. It's a lot of crunching numbers. It's a lot of thinking, do you really want, what if this really happens?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do this? Are you strong enough? Or, these are the things that I think about personally. I'm just speaking from personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
But the competition is, this far, has been fantastic. My mentors, amazing. Everybody that I talk to is just, it's great. So, I mean, whether I win or lose, I'm still not losing,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gaining so much knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gaining so much knowledge. So I wouldn't even look at it like I'm losing, because what is destined for me is destined for me, and nothing or nobody can get in the way of that. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So even though this competition is here, there's still, you know, opportunity everywhere around. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah, and
saying? Yeah.
like one thing about this contest is like everything that you're getting, it's like a crash course in business within
Yeah.
like these 3 months or however long it was. It was a blur for me, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Like I was in the middle of my busy season. I think it started
Mm-hmm.
I believe it started like around the time 2019. Like I want to say it started right when we were going to Bottle Rock. Like it was something around like that, because Bottle Rock is usually in May. It's on
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
So I just remember Jake, my business partner, him asking about this contest, and I was like, dude, like we don't have time for that. Well, I don't have time for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he was like, oh well, like the application's due. I think it'd be great, for us to do it. I was like, again, I gotta do it. So I just put the application in like super, like don't pick me kind of thing. Like, hey, we're Nash and Proper, we're cool,
Oh man.
we got a following, and they picked us. They're like, oh yeah, great, Nash and Proper. I was like, ah, shit, here we go.
Oh, it's
And
crazy.
one thing about me too is like like when they chose us, I ain't gonna lose. Like it was like I'm not losing at all. So I'm all like, if you guys chose me to be a semifinalist, I'm going all the way. But
Mm-hmm.
this is during our busy time with the trucks,
Mm-hmm.
while I'm doing all this stuff. And,
Mm-hmm.
like I think we just got our second truck, maybe our third truck. And
Mm-hmm.
we were already like super busy,
Mm-hmm.
super busy. And we're doing this at the same time. So, I can only imagine, because, I have Jake on my, like, my right hand guy. How are you figuring this out, Tanya? Like, you got to tell me, like, where are you getting the energy? Like, where are you still doing is the Gone Grazey? Is it on pause right now? Are we still doing side projects? Are we doing
We're
pop-ups? Like, where are you at right now?
so I'm still working for the tech company.
Okay.
Even though we shut down for the pandemic, we were still employed. They still paid us, which
Nice.
was amazing.
That's great.
So,
Amazing.
things picked up, and I work a 9 to 5 there. And
Mm-hmm.
then at the end of the day, I pick up my family and Gone Grazey. And so I plan around that. I've been at the tech company for a while. So if I need to pivot or make any adjustments with my schedule, then that's what I do. But I take it a day at a time. And
Yep.
what I can't I just don't.
Yep.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll acknowledge you, but it'll have to be on another day, or if it's, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But my heart is in Gone Grazey. There's just something inside of me that just will not let it go. And I need to fulfill that feeling that I have. I'm very strong, I'm very direct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a leader,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to lead
Mm-hmm.
and teach.
Yep.
So yeah, I need I need to be my own boss, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. So
and do my own
when
thing.
do you cut ties with the tech company? Because I know this is gonna come up in your next your next venture. If you get out of the semifinalists to the finalists, that's gonna be one of the things that is gonna come up. When do you quit the tech company?
I quit the tech company when Gone Grazey requires my full undivided attention, which is going to require me having my brick and mortar. So when that brick and mortar comes, then that's when I'll pivot.
We're all in, right?
Right.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I mean, can you see that,
I'm cut from a different cloth, Tanya, I and I talk to entrepreneurs and business owners all the time, and we all have things we got to do to make our money, but I always tell people in your position, you got to quit earlier. You gotta take a leap. You
I knew
don't
that was
cut,
coming.
you don't burn bridges. But
Absolutely.
if you're not giving Gone Grazey 100% of your time, if you don't go to your family and say, hey, I'm going all in on this, if if you can't go 100%, then it doesn't work. It just doesn't.
Then, yeah.
And everybody's tried to do it. I tried to do it. Anybody in business, when they first have that first business, they always try to straddle. But
right.
What happens is Gone Grazey isn't going to get the attention that it needs. Gone Grazey isn't done after Calling All Dreamers, win or lose.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like that dream has to stay. It has to
right.
stick. And it's one of those things is if you have that first job, which is your tech company, you just got a hobby in Gone Grazey. And I know it's hard to hear, but Gone Grazey can't be your hobby if you're trying to get to that next level, if you're trying to get to that brick and mortar. Gone Grazey needs 150,000% of your time. And it could be, for the next 6 months, it could be for the next year, you just all in on Gone Grazey, but your baby needs that attention. We don't have kids and be like, oh, well, they can only get a little bit of time. You got to think of Gone Grazey as your baby, and
Absolutely.
it needs your undivided attention. That's just me. And that's what I tell. If you talk to anybody and they ask me about this is what I tell them. And I'm going to tell you, just like I tell everybody, Gone Grazey needs your undivided attention right now. Don't burn bridges, but that's my advice.
I hear you, and I'm going to take heed to that.
Yeah.
I'm taking heed to that, so yeah, there's definitely some decisions that need to be made quickly. I know if I don't feed it, if I don't nurture it, if I don't take care of this, it's not going to take care of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. And there's areas that, I can most definitely improve on in my business, in order to create, but that requires time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm understanding that, you know, and I'm getting that. And so I believe what you're saying. I absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like, this is this us talking. Nobody listens to this actually. Uh, hey, where Gone Grazey, and I know you get tired of this question, but for the two people that listen to this that don't know who Gone Grazey is, where did Gone Grazey, the name, come from?
When I was thinking about the name, I was thinking about grazing tables, right? You
Mm-hmm.
know what a grazing table is, right?
I do not.
A grazing table is a table, whether it be 2 feet, 3 feet, and it is fully loaded, stacked with cheese, uh, breads and crackers and olives and all these nice little accoutrements and salamis and different types of cured meats. And you can put anything on a grazing table, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a social eating. It creates conversation. It's a shareable, you know platter. It's a shareable, table, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And you just go there and you graze on a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And so when I was thinking about the name, I was thinking about grazing, and a circle popped in,
Mm-hmm.
because do you get what I'm saying? A circle, you're grazing around a table, conversating, socializing, grazing. And then if you're doing that constantly, right,
Mm-hmm.
you're you've gone crazy, because you're just going and going and going and you're gone.
That's what's
Do
up. I
you get
like that.
do you get
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's kind
yeah.
of how that came up, and that's how that came up. And then Grazey actually means when you're not particularly hungry for one thing, but you find yourself wanting to munch on everything in sight. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just a little bit of everything. And that's what Grazey means. So that's where Gone Grazey came from.
Producer Gigi, can you please write down grazing table? I need to add that to my catering list.
There
Yeah.
you go.
It
And
sounds so much
hire
better than
Tanya.
charcuterie board.
Like, what is charcuterie?
Grazing table. I love it.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right. Okay.
absolutely.
So, what does your family say about this Gone Grazey? Because I remember when I told everybody all I'm going to do is chicken. That's it. I was like, nothing else. This is my retirement plan, everybody. All I'm going to do is cook chicken. It didn't go over too well. What is your family saying about Gone Grazey?
My family is so supportive,
Okay.
because anytime that I come by their house or there's a party, I'm always creating a platter of some sort, and I'm always introducing them to new cheeses, new meats, and combinations. And I always got a platter in my hand. And they're very supportive. They're so supportive. And it's great. I mean, Gone Grazey, these grazing tables and these platters, it's not a conventional meal, but you get full off this stuff. If you're
Mm-hmm.
snacking on bread and salami and cheese and grapes and strawberries and pickles and vegetables, you'll get full.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get full after a while. And so I've done these tables, for my brother's, his wife's, her bridal brunch, and I
Mm-hmm.
did all, and you can change the theme. The
Mm-hmm.
theme, you can do, a brunch style with croissants and bagels and cheeses and smoked salmon, and put sandwiches on there and tea sandwiches, and you can dress it up however you want to, and they just love it. They just love it. So they are very, very, very supportive. And yeah, they are rooting for me.
Good, good. So how many people are going crazy? Like, what is like, because I'm trying to figure out how this turns into a brick and mortar. Like, what's the piece? I guess I'm asking, why do you need a brick and mortar?
So think of it like this. You can walk into, and I'm not comparing Gone Crazy to a Subway, but you can walk into a Subway, you pick out, they have your option, and I'm going to give you a visual of what my vision is and why this is needed. Okay, because you can actually walk into the Nugget, you can walk into a Safeway, and you can get the Ritz cracker and the little square cheese and then the little salami, right? Without customizing it or anything. So back to the Subway thing, if you walk into a Subway, you have a few options of sandwiches, right? Or you can customize your sandwich. They'll make it right in front of you. You choose your bread, you choose the type of cheese that you want, you choose the type of meat that you want. If you have any type of dietary restrictions, any sauces and all of that. This would be, my vision would be the same deal, right? You'd come in, you'd pick your size board, ones that we have already created for you. Or we can customize it and make it for you right then and there. And it would be set up and it would just be made in front of you, customized, boom. Get your cheeses, get your olives, whatever you want. If you want all meat or like this or this option of meat, this option of cheese, there's so much varieties. We package it and you take it home, right? A beautiful customized
I like
platter,
it.
right?
Well, okay. Why not just e-commerce then? Where you could go into, I'm sure you've heard all this before, but we got, like I said, I got 2 people that listen to this podcast. So why not just go online and say, all right, this is the cheese board that I want?
Because I want this to be a place where people can come and socialize at 5 o'clock, at happy hour, or during brunch, or with your friend or your family, and socialize. This will be a place where you can come in, you can have your drinks, so we can pair platters with your drinks, your wine or your beer, or there'll be a retail space that you can get the crackers and the breads and the jams and all that, and take it home and build your own little platter. But this will be a place that you come and enjoy and socialize, a warm, welcoming ambiance.
So yeah, people just hanging out, eating
Yeah.
cheeseboards and charcuterie. All right.
Yeah.
So you want the wine, you want the beer as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Yep.
I got you. All right. So we came to the part, we play a few games on here. The first one is top 5. Are you ready for some top 5? Tanya's top 5.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
All right. I need your top 5 tips to make a charcuterie or cheese board. 5 tips.
Do not use Ritz crackers.
Why?
Because they are very inexpensive and they aren't really classy. And no, you want to use a gourmet cracker. These platters are gourmet, okay? And the skill behind creating them and pairing them, don't play with my skills. So no Ritz crackers.
No Ritz crackers, number 1. All right.
You always want to pair on a board. You always want to pair a soft spreadable cheese with a hard cheese, and you want to throw a little funk in there too. So maybe like a little funky blue cheese Cambozola or something like that. Something to just throw it off a little bit.
I like the floss. I don't know what cheese that was, but I love the floss right there. All right, go ahead.
Number three, you always want to have some texture. So you always want to have something crunchy on the board. Number 4, you want to add some salty, sweet factor. Okay. And number 5, make it with love.
Everybody, that was top one. That was the first one that should have been said. Making it with love.
Create it with love. Yeah.
That's what us cooks and us chefs do. Like we love that damn plate that's coming out for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. You from Sac, right?
Originally from the Bay Area.
What part of the Bay?
Oakland, California.
That's what's up. Representing.
My mom and dad had 9 kids. I am the youngest girl of 9, and we came to Sacramento when I was, I don't know, 5 or 6. So if you want to say I'm from Sacramento, say it. I love this place. I've been here ever since I was 5. Yes, but I was born in the Bay Area originally.
Hey, we was gonna say it like this: if you was here at 14, then you from Sac.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So I'll be 18. So yeah.
I hear you. All right. So top 5 restaurants in Sac Town.
Nash and Proper.
Hell
what are you
yeah.
talking about?
Hell yeah.
Nash and Proper. Waterboy.
Okay.
Who else? Oh, you put me on the spot. Oh man, you put me
there's
on
a lot of places. You better think of all your friends out there. Don't leave your friends out.
There is a lot of good ones. You know, I'm not. Who is that? I can't even think right now. Who is that? Cecil, you put me on the spot. Oh my goodness.
There's places everywhere.
I know.
What's your favorite type of food?
All food.
You're gone crazy. Yeah,
I'm gone crazy. Who else we got? So we got Waterboy, Nash and Proper.
Yep.
And who else? Crew.
Oh, Billy out there doing his thing. Yep.
Yeah. Who
else?
Hey,
Billy, you got to come on here as well. Stop ducking me, Billy. All right, go ahead.
I like Beast and Bounty.
All right.
And is that 4? Okay, and one more is the ramen spot. There's another ramen spot. Ryujin on S Street in 19th.
S and 19. All right.
Yeah.
All right. See?
You
see how easy that was?
Yeah, I don't, there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of
Sacramento is definitely doing their thing in the food scene for many years now.
Absolutely.
What do you think about the black chefs in Sac? You think we get enough love out there? Come on.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
But it's so inspiring to see you and the chef at Q1227. Have you met him?
Chef Q, that's my boy.
Yeah,
he ducking me too.
I mean, the chef at South.
She was my first guest on here.
Yeah.
Gina.
I have never met her.
We gotta put you two together. You need to pick that brain for sure.
Right.
There's some
but
shit
that restaurant's good too. South is very good too.
Hey,
Shout
South,
out.
you know, like I usually tell people don't put Nash and Proper in their top 5, so we'll just put South in there.
Yeah.
And Najina, she listens to this every week. I'm gonna put you two together because you
Sure.
definitely need to talk to her.
Yeah.
Like that needs to happen right away. Great mind, does a lot for the city, does a lot for, you know, any kind of chef, not just
Yeah.
black or white or anybody, but she's tops. She's tops in my book.
Absolutely.
When I started this, I told my producer I'm not doing it unless I can have Najina first on.
Oh, well, yes, I would love, absolutely love to talk to her. But
Okay.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
again, you guys, the Black chefs in Sacramento, I am so proud of you guys. It makes me feel good to see you guys out there doing your thing, and it inspires me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So keep up the good work, you know, and
Of
keep,
course.
creating those paths so I can walk down them too,
We trying. We trying.
you know.
All right. So at the end of the show, we come in hot, and that is any topic that's on your mind, anything that you want to get off your chest. It could be funny, it could be about food, it could be serious, it could be about anything. But Tanya from Gone Grazey, it is time to come in hot. What you got?
I am trying to understand, why is it so hard? I mean, as hard as I've been working and busting my butt personally, and anybody who knows me, especially being in the kitchen, what I mean, I don't even know if this is a question. Maybe it's a statement. I don't know, but I'm really just mad, or not mad. I'm upset that the fact that I just, you get overlooked being a woman in the kitchen, being a woman in the kitchen, a hard working, sweating leader in the kitchen that's a woman, and you get overlooked. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. And I have no I I've worked with, you know, so many women in my life, and um I always know who the hardest worker is. And if it's a woman, cool. If it's a dude, cool. But I've never, you know, I've came from, you know, those misogynistic kitchens, and you know it's just out there, you know, women, you know, belong in the front, or you know, like on the pantry or whatever. But I've been around some kick-ass women chefs. It's just that I don't know why you guys got to go above and beyond to get the same positions that we do, go above and beyond to get the same pay that we do. I have
Hmm.
no answer to that. But I
Yeah.
know if you're under me and in my company, if I see
Hmm.
you working your ass off more than that dude over there, that's who gets the job. If,
Right.
you know, if I don't have to repeat myself 20,000 times, you know, and that's pretty much how I run my business. But, um, you know, it's a boys club for sure.
Absolutely.
You know, like I have no excuse for anything that happens in other kitchens. I just know that, you know, you females, like I've been around females that ran me under the counter cooking, but you know, like, and you know, they get frustrated and leave, or you know, like, or I pass them up, and you know, but at the end of the day, if you know, me and you are cooking and I'm on the grill, you on saute, Tanya, and they come to me and say, hey, we want to give you a raise and a promotion, I'm not going to say no either. I'm not going to say, hey,
Give it to
Tanya,
Tanya.
yeah, hey, Tanya's been, you know, she's been here 2 years more than me. Like, it's just,
Right.
you know, like, but
Yeah.
I came up in a very tough time for being a
Yeah.
black man in the kitchen, you know, like I came from that time where they was
Period.
calling
Yeah.
you all kinds of N words and throwing shit at you, and you got to keep your head down and just keep rocking, you know. So I know what you're going through. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? As a black woman in the kitchen, I sorry, but I just know that you're gonna make it. You got your own thing going on. You got Gone Grazey. You're your own boss. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that because Gone Grazey is gonna be in every city in the nation. It's gonna be one of
Absolutely.
those things where, like, hey, we're gonna have to go. We going Grazey tonight, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You
Like
don't have to
we
cook.
yeah, we got this party going on. Let's go Grazey,
Yep.
So I'm just
That's
telling
it.
you that, keep out there, keep grinding. Don't get discouraged. It's gonna happen. Like you said, take it one day at a time. And what I tell people, if you can't, if one day is too much, take it down to the moment. If the moment's too much, take it down to the minute. You know, so just keep doing what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. You're out here, you're an entrepreneur, you're solo, and you're gonna it's gonna be a harder task for you to get through this than anything else, Tanya. It's gonna be the hardest shit you ever been through, getting through this Calling All Dreamers. And anybody that wants to do Calling All Dreamers the next year, you need to listen to this because it is not easy. I thought it was gonna be a walk in the park when I got to that score meeting and they broke my shit all the way down. It was very humbling. It was a very humbling experience because none of the motherfuckers knew who Nash and Proper were. And I came in there talking about, hey, I'm Nash and Proper. You know what it is. You know what I mean? And it was like, we don't know who the hell you are. And that's when we were rocking. So you're already doing your thing. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Hit me up anytime. I'll go ahead and shoot I'll put you together in a group chat with Najina.
I would
So you can
appreciate
pick her,
that.
so you can pick her brain. And just keep rocking and keep doing your thing, girl.
Thank you so much. I have moments or days where I'm just like, forget this.
Yeah. I was
But
like that this morning.
But man, dang, Cecil. But
it don't
I
get
feel
no
like,
better.
but I'm like, I've already invested so much time and so much effort. It's like I can't stop now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, what am I going to do with my time now? I've already invested in something that, so I got to keep feeding it, like I said before. And I appreciate, again, your kind words. I appreciate you having me on the podcast today, and I will definitely be in touch. And I'll always support you. And, I'm very proud of you and I appreciate you and just
Thank you.
Thank you so much for even acknowledging me, answering my phone call and responding to my DM. It means a lot. So I
Of
appreciate you.
course. Anytime, man. I'm going to do our outro, but I need to tell you some stuff
Sure.
offline real quick.
Sure.
So thank you, Tanya from Gone Grazey, for coming through. You can listen to Coming In Hot with Chef C. So anywhere that you listen to your podcast, please subscribe, give us 5 stars. And for those delicious mouth-watering hot chicken sandwiches, hit us up, www.nashandproper.com, @nashandproper, @nashandproper.eg. If you need to holler at me directly, hit me up on all social @Chef Cease. For producer Gigi, great job on the wheels of steel, Gigi. All right, we're going to get out of here. Love you. See you next week. Peace.